The person that caused you the greatest amount of harm should not get to determine when you move on or how you move on. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I'm a licensed therapist. One of the things that you frequently hear with people who wronged you, betrayed you, disrespected you, is you hear their annoyance, their irritation, their methods of trying to guilt trip you into getting over it. I don't know why you're acting like that. You just need to move on. You need to get over it. I don't know what the big deal is or why you're taking it that way. And it's what we call gaslight when we try to minimize the way people feel about their harm and their betrayal towards us. And so you don't get to determine, especially if that betrayal cut deep, deep to the white meat, you really don't get a say in how a person tends to move on. And I find that a lot of times the people who are closest to you that hurt you the most are the ones that frequently try to make you feel bad. Lovers, partners, spouses, mothers, dads, sisters, brothers, people that really know you. I mean, there certainly can be exceptions and things like that, but those are the people who interact with you the most. They have the closest relationship and they stand to lose the most if you don't get back in line. And so those people, when they're dependent on the relationship or whatever you provide through that relationship, they really want you to hurry up and move on and get your ass back in line. My gosh, and don't try to make me feel bad. Don't continue harping on it and trying to make me feel bad. How dare you? Right. And I think that's the other thing, right? Is they want to, they want to try to weaponize your feelings because they view themselves as being above you. They're here, you're here. And so, how dare you have an expectation of decency, respect, common courtesy, communication, respective boundaries from them when they are holier than thou, as the common saying likes to go. But really, what they're trying to say is, I think that I'm better than you, and because I think I'm better than you, I owe you nothing. You ought to be grateful that you're just in my presence. Really, I can treat you any way that I want to and should not have to deal with any sort of repercussions. So you want to make sure that you don't go for that and you nip that in the bud straight from the gate and cut that off, because it's really hard to walk back that disrespect once it's out there. But if you nip that in the bud and you let people know that you're not playing ball like that and what time it is, and whose time they're on, which is your time, people need to know that the things that they do have consequences. People also need to know that they can lose you as a result of those consequences, and therefore things shouldn't be taken lightly. And that's why I always encourage people to, everybody needs to have consequences when they do things that are out of order. And when people don't have any consequences, they feel like they can biddy bop bye bye right back on into your life and do whatever it is that they want to do and just sort of, carry on business as usual. And it really should not work like that. You're a person, you have feelings, you're worthy of respect and being treated well. But it starts with you letting them know. Hope that helps. Thanks so much. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And, subscribe to the newsletter if you want to know more and be in the loop about things that will be coming up in the future. Thanks so much.